We're joining forces with the beauty and bounty of nature for a show that's as exciting as the great outdoors. Now, for the 12.5 million hunters in America, hunting is about to get a whole lot better, and so is dinner. These days, American hunters are sure on top of their game, but when it comes to cooking wild game, many confess that somehow they're missing the mark.
If there's one thing that hunters cherish the most is their ability to go out and hunt. It makes them who they are. But when it comes down to eating, for some reason, something has failed us somewhere.
Honestly, never eaten duck that tasted very good, personally. They're fun to hunt, but they ain't much fun to eat.
Never before has a television show solved this country-sized problem. Yes, there are hunting shows and there are cooking shows, but Good Meal Hunting is the first to bring both together quite like this.
This is totally amazing.
Featuring genius chef and seasoned hunter Rene Brunet, every episode begins with the thrill of the hunt and ends with cooking great meals. You'll get adventure.
I'm not apprehensive at all. Snakes are snakes as long as you don't bother them.
Flair.
Bits for the sauce and of course a bit for the chef.
Humor.
There's plenty of space, don't crowd the pan.
And insight every step along the way. Rene Brunet is changing the rules of the game.
If I'm going to go and hunt something, I look at it from a food point of view. How am I going to prepare? What does this thing give me?
Rene shows us how everything that is done during a hunt affects the meal that follows.
Taking the sinews away. Sinews, bones, fat are all elements that can produce that feeling of gaminess.
After researching hunting and cooking practices around the world for the past 25 years, Rene takes everything that he learns and uses it.
You don't want to press the dogs, but you don't want to get way behind them.
Exposure to a culture, to a people, to a place is probably one of the biggest gifts you can get.
As a private chef, Rene's vast experiences in the hunting world makes him unique in his profession. Rene is as adept at handling a knife as he is at shooting a gun. And after years in the field, Rene is passionate about sharing what he's learned with fellow hunters.
So you're just relieving the pressure.
That's all you're doing. One of the things that I'm here for is to assist them and get them to learn to hunt like a chef.
Rene knows the problems and has the solutions.
The venison, as we know, is got very low fat. By putting the fat on, we protect and we create beautiful flavors. There's a lack of understanding of how to make game not gamey. Fish should never be fishy, nor should game be gamey.
Rene's approach will change hunting in America and inspire you to hunt like a chef.
I'm going to go for what I think is going to be the best possible food on the plate.
It actually has a good flavor. I wouldn't have believed it.
We'll take you to the great hunting grounds across the USA to give you regional flavors that will inspire you in the field and in the kitchen.
I see the excitement of the hunt, the excitement of the sight, the people I'm going to be with, and I can already see the food on the plate.
Wherever he goes, Rene makes the most of what's around him.
Any region I go and hunt in, I try to get as much history knowledge as possible. And one of those things that existed here for the last 1,000 years is a cactus paddle.
We'll also meet a local hunting guide who will give us the lay of the land.
It's a good time of the year for us. We've got whitetail hunting going on. We're duck hunting, quail hunts.
I look good?
Yeah, you're great.
And in return, Rene trades all that for his cooking secrets.
We're just taking this off the fire, and the last thing you want to do is cut right through right now.
Everything you learn is something you didn't know before.
And sometimes these pairings produce hilarious results.
I wouldn't understand it. I'm glad you said it in English.
Most people don't understand when I say it in French either.
I really didn't understand when you said it in English. But anyway.
Good meal hunting leaves you satisfied in more ways than one.
Good stuff. The candy on the bone.
Hunting never tasted so good, and cooking was never this much fun.